So in the book, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, this child's book, it's like if you give a mouse, it goes through the story where the mouse is like, it starts out, you have this pet mouse or whatever. So if you give a mouse a cookie, then he'll want milk. And if he wants milk, he'll want a napkin. And if he wants a napkin, he'll want, and it just goes on and on and on until you get to the very end, like, and the person's trying to tuck the mouse into bed. And then it's if you let that if the mouse gets tired, he'll want a cookie. So it starts all over again. Like, in other words, you think this mouse is starting to calm down and get ready for bed, and right at the end, he wants another cookie. That's how the brain is. The brain is like this monkey, kind of jumping around. I want. And so humans love thinking. We're addicted to thinking, especially Americans. We love to think and think and think. We will torture ourselves with our mind. And, so it gives us a sense of control when we stay up in our mind, and we also get to avoid how we're feeling. We can intellectualize, we can minimize, or we can even look for danger. Whatever it is that our strategy is, it's probably a little bit of everything. It will eventually go back to the like thing that you were trying to run away from. So let's go back to that example of, I see, he's talking to someone else, and then I tell myself, he really loves you. He's not trying to do anything. And then you're like, God, you're so sensitive. You start talking to yourself negatively. So you tried to feed it a cookie, right? You're like, let me say something positive to myself. And then it wants more thinking. It wants more. And so it automatically goes back to that fear state. Why does it go back to the fear state? Because your body still feels it. Your body still feels afraid. And so your mind is going to continue to go back to fear. It's going to continue to just whip right back to that same state. And it's going to start looking for, and it's going to continue to look for all the evidence of why you are in danger. And so, it's very addictive, and we all have this compulsion. So I say that because I think it's really important for you to be gentle on yourself if you have a hard time getting into your body. That's exactly how it's supposed to be, because you're human. And if you're American, it's even worse, because we as Americans are really trying to intellectualize and stay up here, get away from any kind of pain. And so, you practice it, you continue to notice, right? Oh, I'm trying to solve that problem in my mind right now. But really, there's nothing to solve. I just need to regulate my nervous system. Because once my nervous system is regulated, the way I even see the problem will likely change.